It's Jesse with Emerge Coaching with another video. You guys, if you like what you hear, go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate you watching and your continued support for Emerge Coaching. Now, today's topic, I really want to hit this home. And I'm going to start it off with kind of a Dr. Seuss type of rhyme here. But when you quit, you no longer get. And I want you to think about that. It's simple. We know that. When we stop doing something, we don't get the benefits or the feedback from that very thing that we were doing. Now, the real question is when do you quit, right? When do you decide, I'm hanging it up, I'm done? A lot of professional athletes have this question. When do I retire? When is it that I'm done? And really the answer is going to be very simple, and we'll break it down here in this episode. But I want you guys to first consider something. What was it that motivated you to start? Why are you now considering quitting at this moment? What was that thing that motivated you to start it? For our entrepreneurs, a lot of it's time, a lot of it's money. Okay, well now you're realizing that you've gotten more money and less time. And now it's feeling a little bit frustrating because you need to learn to leverage and unlock more potential, but you don't know how. And so for some, and it may not even be that. Some, it may be all time and all money, and they haven't been able to actually make a profit. Thus, they're stressed out even more considering going back to a 9-to-5. What about your fitness goals? What about, hey, I really want to have the body that is dream body for me, and you find yourself quitting? You see, what I want you guys to consider for just a moment is, in order for you to start something, your why has to be big enough already. So a lot of you felt this empowering moment of, I'm going to get right with my body. I'm going to get right with my business. I'm going to just step away from the garbage of a 9-to-5 job. Whatever the case it was, there was some motivation there that really encouraged you to go do it. Now, when you experience feedback, there are feelings that come across your mind. There's limiting beliefs. There are things that maybe you don't even know or you're not aware of yet that are kind of resurfacing, and it's up to you to get through that. But what I find is that when there's a little bit of tension in anything, when you start, a lot of people give up in that moment. And the question I have for you is, why are you giving up? You see, the why that encouraged you to do this, to risk maybe some money, to risk maybe some uncomfortable feelings, that why was big enough to get you to do that, is what you're facing with right now, a bigger why. And maybe you should just start comparing the why. Why are you wanting to give up? Well, I'm just having a bad day. I feel like I can't win. I'm not making the money. Well, okay, but is that why really bigger than the original why of when you started? And I want you to consider that for a moment, because most cases it's not. Most cases it's just a feeling, and there's this feeling of quitting, and you make a decision based off that impulse. Now, I want you guys to consider another idea. Name someone that has made a good decision in a high-stress environment. Not a lot. And so I want you to really consider that as you're going through this idea of, maybe I should quit. When is the right time to quit? The right time to quit or retire is when you feel complete and when you feel like you've done everything and it's time to call it. And for some, it comes sooner. Others, it comes a lot later. And that's fine. But ultimately, when your why for quitting is bigger than your why for starting, that's the time that you consider. And that's the time that it starts to make sense. But don't tell me that you're going to quit going to the gym day 3 into your journey because you're not seeing results. That's an emotion, that's a feeling, that's frustration, and that's feedback you're receiving. And what you need to do with that feedback instead is actually start to become more aware of why you're receiving it. Why is your body telling you that it doesn't like the gym? Maybe because your body's not used to it. And so your body's giving you a lot of feedback and you're a little bit uncomfortable. But is the why bigger? Why did you start? And is that bigger than the temporary uncomfortable feelings that you have right now? And keep that motivation. Understand your why. Determine what the why is when you start. And if you know that why, it will help you get through these harder times or these times of feeling like you need to quit. I'm Jesse with Emerge Coaching. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, like and subscribe to this channel. Share this with your friends and people need to hear it, and we appreciate you listening. Have a great day.